Hey everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another episode of Decidedly Vanilla Season 5. It's episode 22. I am throwing potatoes everywhere, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys today. We have a lot of exciting little projects to do in this episode, and yeah, we might be building up some crop farms. We're going to be messing with villagers, getting our trading hall going, redoing that system right there. It's going to be a fun time. Pretty excited about that stuff. We'll get to that in a minute. But we've done a couple things in between episodes. We did a bunch of caving, meaning that this entire shulker box is just full of amazing resources. We were running really dry on redstone and iron. So now we have a fair bit of that, along with some coal, some lapis, a little bit of diamond ore, and some emerald ore as well. We'll just toss this stuff into our magical valuable box. We have 55 emerald ore. That is not too bad. Doing pretty good on the diamonds as well. And in case you haven't noticed the 485 levels by now, how have you not noticed? That's the one thing to notice in this video. But we've gone AFK just a little bit at the gold farm. I think just like 4 or 5 hours. We got another 18 stacks of gold blocks in addition to what we got in the last episode as well. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be making some like golden carrots or golden apples or something. But it turns out I have no apples and 1 carrot. Well then, we definitely need a crop farm. But the first order of business in this episode is actually going to be running by Awuga's base and dropping him off of this wonderful little care package right here, because a couple days ago he got into an epically just really bad wither fight. The withers on Java, they're really OP. They got some really buffed up like regen. They're pretty terrible, honestly. They're not as bad as the bedrock withers, I guess, but their regen is pretty terrible. And yeah, the wither kind of wrecked Awuga and several other members of the server as well. But Awuga got hit the hardest, so we're gonna drop him off a nice little care package, some mending books, some smite, some efficiency, silk touch, fortune, you know, all the basic things to get geared back up on the server. Awuga's wither starter kit. Call picks if issues. Yeah, I just so happen to have a few of these heads on me. And yeah, I think that's proper. Wow, this place is looking really good, and this guardian farm is kicking butt as well. Look at that, that's crazy. I love it. Everything about it's amazing. This place looks awesome. This is very dark and mysterious. There's even a bat back here. I kind of really like that though. Anyway, we're just gonna drop off of this box of stuff right here. I kind of want to put it on top of Zoi's head, but that just seems like a very bad idea. So we're just gonna drop it off dead center of the base. Maybe put a pigment head on top of that. Can you open that as well? You can't, haha. He'll never know. We'll put one right there as well. We'll put one on this wall too. I don't know, I got like too many of these things. I got 2 stacks of them. Might as well just leave a few laying around somewhere. Is there? Okay, apparently he's having fun with the heads as well. So, I mean, I think we can probably do something similar to that. Just, you know, put them, just going out kind of this way. Just a few. I feel like leaving gifts today. So after dropping off that stuff for him, he actually gave us a ton of prismarine items because his 2 guardian farms were actually backed up. There's just items despawning. So yeah, he was really kind to just give us all this stuff. Now we can actually fill up our prismarine box, which is this one right here. And as you can see, before this, we really didn't have that much prismarine things. I kind of forgot how long it takes to mine down ore. Even with dual wielding, it just kind of takes forever. Mine down all of the stuff that we got from that mining session, and we have about this much ore, or this much coal and stuff. That's not too bad, I guess. Could be better, though. So another thing that I did in between episodes was actually sort out all of the villagers that we had in this main holding cell right here. All the villagers that we had from other places in the base, the old breeder, the old hobbit hole as well. Sorted through all of them, have a good few ones over there. I'll talk about that in a second. But we also have all of these bad ones in here. And as you can see, that is quite a few. They're actually starting to lag out. They're breaking our minecart unloading system right there, so we need to fix up this system over here a little bit later. I think just dropping it down by a block would fix all of that issues, but we did get ourselves a fair few okay ones. As you can see, there's an emerald block over here. What does that mean? That means we have a really good villager. What does this guy have? Any guesses? Mending for 16, that is amazing. Our previous mending guy had it for 38. So yeah, you suck, good sir. Actually, what else do you have before I kill you? Fire aspect 1 and efficiency 3. Yeah, this guy is just terrible. This guy, he's not even traded out yet. Haven't even traded with him, but yeah, he's got mending for 16. That is so much better. We're still going for a mending 10 guy, but you never know. Maybe this guy will also have a mending 10 trade. I need to trade him out, but we need to kind of redo this trading hall. Just the layout of the villagers right now. So I want to have like our farmers that we trade with over here, and also our clerics and all the non-librarians on this side. And then all of our main librarians will be on this back stretch right here. And that way we can basically trade with our farmers, trade them completely out. We can then go drop down into our storage system, grab some more melons, grab some more pumpkins, and then head back up there and trade with them super easily and quickly as well. So that's just gonna be a little bit of finicky business trying to get them into the correct cells. But something that we actually need to do before we even start messing with them is breed up some more villagers, meaning that I need to get myself a ton of potatoes. All right, potatoes have been acquired, and I think what we can do is just kind of start tossing them in here. So we're gonna throw them, I guess, just right here on this guy. They should flow around and then pretty much be picked up immediately. Wonderful. I think we'll throw some to this side as well. That way we have more pairs breeding faster. That way we get more villagers faster. So pretty much that side, and I don't think there's hearts right now because this guy needs to go up by a block. So I think we can flick that lever. Can we even see the lever? There it is. Boom. And then they should start breeding, right? And there we go, finally got some hearts. That actually took a while, but this thing is working good. We can go back to the base and get some other work done while that is breeding up some new villagers for us to sort through. Oh. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, that's not good. These guys apparently are breeding. They must have something in their inventory. That is not a good thing. Hopefully that's like the one and only time that they ever breed up. But yeah, we have a little bit of a cleric down here. That is not amazing. We'll just seal that guy up. I need to figure out how to deal with that. Oh God, there's another one. No. I feel like all of these guys are from our old villager breeder, because the new one makes sure that all the babies don't have stuff in their inventory. That didn't happen with the old one. So these guys apparently are just gonna breed a few times, but we just have to make sure that they never get more stuff in their inventory. So ripperonis, I guess. At least this trading hall doesn't get broken due to baby villagers. And I guess because of these babies, the first project that we're gonna do today is actually resorting all of our villagers in this hall. So again, I wanna make sure that we got all the farmers and clerics that we're keeping on this side, and then move all of the librarians to this edge right here. Actually, apparently babies do mess up this design. So as you can see, this guy right here is not on his block. So we have to hit both of those to make him drop down. A little bit of a problem, but we wanted to replace all these guys in this row anyway, so I'm not too bothered by it. So that took a little longer than expected, and dang it, this baby, wow. This baby villager just pushed this farmer all the way over to here. My God. I thought it was all good to go. Never mind. God, let's get that guy out of there. Stupid nitwit villager. We're just gonna kill him straight off the bat because you just ruined everything. Ah. That's incredible. Wow. Baby villagers are really determined people, aren't they? So before I was so rudely interrupted by that nitwit villager, I was gonna say that took a very long time to get these guys all in their correct cells, but it looks much prettier now. Anytime we get some new farmers or some new clerics or anyone that is not a librarian, we'll put them over here. And I'm thinking we'll probably put blacksmiths, toolsmiths, armorsmiths, weaponsmiths, all those guys on that edge over there, because those guys actually have some fairly decent trades. Like this guy's an armorer, and he has this pretty okay diamond chestplate, still considering keeping him or killing him, but you can get just pure like unbreaking 3 diamond chestplates for a pretty reasonable price, so that's what we're gonna be going for. Now it's time to have just a little bit of fun, and these guys are breeding, of course they are. We are going to flick this lever and allow all of these bad villagers in here to go to the nether. So let's do that. This is the first time we've ever done this in mass. We've sent through 1 villager before, but if you guys aren't aware of what we have in the nether side, you might be in for a little bit of surprise. All right, so let's head through to the nether now, through the safe portal, and see what's happening on the other side. Again, we haven't done this before in mass. But there we go, we got a ton of villagers over here. Those guys should be afraid of this baby zombie pigman guy, but apparently they aren't. Dang it, we might have to punch these guys as well. I would not be against that. But now, yeah, as you can see, we have a ton of guys down here, and slowly but surely they will all get converted into zombies because we have that one little drowned over there. This seems to be taking a while, but there we go, we got two. Oh, he summoned in with, oh god, this just aghast. Of course there is. Dang it! I do not have a safe viewing platform. That could have been very, very bad. Could have just released all the villagers. There we go. Now the chain reaction is happening. This is fantastic. All of these guys are slowly but surely getting turned into zombie villagers. This is kind of lovely. So what we're actually going to do with all these zombie villagers is, of course, to kill them, because as you know, we have the mob head drops on this server, so every time you kill a mob, they have a slight chance of actually dropping their head, and as you can see, we just got a couple of these zombie villager heads from this. Wonderful, that's fantastic. We did it from this side because there's that little butt right there. It's taken me several tries to actually record this, because every time I accidentally hit a pigman, either that one up there or that one, it's been terrible. It's been a nightmare. Can I just kill that guy right there? Boom, thank you. And let's see, which ones do we get? We got the zombie priest head and we got the zombie smith head. Fantastic. So now we have 3 of the different zombie head variants, and we're trying to collect them all, of course. So this little contraption here in the nether, which is very, very, very unsafe, is gonna help us with that task. I suppose the next thing that we should do is go ahead and sort through all of the new villagers that we have, because as you remember, we fed them a whole bunch of potatoes, and now we have a whole bunch of villagers, which is lovely. That was very, very quick, actually. Super happy about that. But we should actually modify our little sorting system just a tiny bit. So the current way that it works is we press this button, the minecart gets dispensed, and then a villager gets eventually brought into this hole, and then we press the button, tell them to either go to the nether or go to our trading hall, and then we have to press this button again. That's a little bit of a hassle, a little bit tedious, and we don't have any observers in here. Of course we don't. But basically what I want to do is make it so that whenever we press either of these buttons, a minecart in the back gets dispensed. That way we don't have to press the main button at all, which is gonna save us quite a bit of time and make trading just a much better experience. Is this a librarian? He's got efficiency 1. That is a very, very bad trade. So what I did is I added a sticky piston facing upwards right here. So whenever we press the green button, this will get unpowered and then eventually repowered. This will go up and power a redstone line, which basically powers that thing over there. It's very, very spaghetti back here. Very, very, very spaghetti, but I guess we can see if that works. We have a cleric in here right now, which we do not want, so we're gonna send him to the nether side. Wait a couple seconds, press the green button to act as if we just, sent out a good villager. And it looks like it did dispense a minecart. Wonderful. So now I just need to do that for the red side as well. And that might be a lot more tricky. I don't even know where to start with that one. And it has been rewired ever so slightly. So I removed our main minecart request button up there and then just replaced it with basically 2 of these pistons facing upwards with the observers on top, 1 for the red side and 1 for the green side. So if we go ahead and press the red button, we should get ourselves a minecart. I haven't tested it yet, but hopefully, maybe we'll get a villager. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Lovely. So that is pretty much all the modifications that we need to make to that system. So I'm just going to go through the rest of our villagers that we got in here, and hopefully we get something good. Hey, just killed a couple villagers, all the bad ones, new batch of bad ones, and we got ourselves a villager head, finally, that's awesome. Now we have a dunce head. Alright, so the next little project is actually going to be getting ourselves a reliable food source, because right now on the server there is like a massive critical shortage of food going on. Pretty much everyone is down to the nitty grits on food. We have this one shulker box of fish, but we don't really want to eat fish because fish is kind of like the worst food source ever. And like I said at the beginning of this episode, we don't have any carrots. Actually just got 1 more from killing some zombies. But instead of building up like a proper crop farm, because I don't quite have time for that right now, I think what we're gonna do is put in a micro farm in this area, the base right here. Hopefully it will fit. I also wanna build up like a proper concrete maker. So the one that like detects you placing concrete and then drops you out a new piece of concrete so that you can just stand here forever instead of having to switch out stacks manually. You guys will see more what I'm talking about later because that was a terrible explanation of what it does. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of work, maybe have to redo part of the super smelter, and hopefully we can get something going right in the slot in the base. And with this, we should have a stack of golden apples, which is something that I've never actually had before. I guess we can just go ahead and munch on that and get all the fart bubbles around us. Aren't there usually a ton of fart bubbles that come with this? No, we have like all these different effects, don't we? Absorption, haste, no fart bubbles? Oh. You know what? This might actually be like a reasonable food source then. I did also make some stacks of carrots, but like, if we can eat golden apples just straight up, I mean, that's way more like cool. So I got the micro farm in place. That's how I actually managed to get myself a couple carrots. And we also got this little concrete maker in place. Basically just an observer powering this block with a trapdoor on the other side. Another observer powering this dropper right here. And I guess we can demonstrate this real quick. If you don't know how these work, put a couple in your offhand and then you just start placing and mining. And your offhand stays continuously filled up, as you can see in the lower left there. It keeps jumping from 2 to 3, thanks to this dropper. So as soon as we are out, we stop mining, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Super simple little concrete maker. Never really made one before, but I figured it out. And this thing fits pretty snugly in here as well. Super happy about that. So the next project is to actually get ourselves some proper elevators in, and that's what these holes right here are for. They go from the, bottom floor up to our trading hall and, enchanter area and just this floor in general. So I'm thinking we use some bubble columns, but not just any bubble columns. I want to have these both be an up and down elevator as well, and I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I know we need block swappers in the floor here to switch this block out for a soul sand so that we can go up. As soon as we get to the top, it switches it back for a magma block so that we can come back down. As soon as we come down, it switches it back to the soul sand. Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. I've never built a block swapper before, so I think it is time to go to the testing world. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna go to YouTube. I'll be back in a second. Maybe we can figure out something interesting. So it turns out just a simple block swapper won't really do it. I have that set up over here and this gets desynchronized immediately. And then there's not really any good tutorials for like a simple single stream elevator that's really compact on YouTube. I could not find a single one, which means maybe I'll make one eventually. I have no idea. But I'm trying to compactify this system right here. This is basically what Mumbo Jumbo did for his 2x2 elevator, just turned into a 1x1. But the thing is, this is 8 blocks wide. So I need to turn this into basically just a corner because we don't have 8 blocks of space on the world. It's just not a thing that we have. So basically all of this over here needs to not be existent and just have like stuff in this corner. So hey, we actually got something to work. This thing is super compact. What is it? 4x3x3, I guess? Yeah, 4x3x3. So you step onto it, you go up immediately, and then you step, back off of it eventually because there's a pulse extender, and it switches back over to the magma block. Now, I had a little bit of issue with this thing not getting updated, so I just went ahead and added in an extra repeater, torch, and this piston basically to re-update this, because if it didn't get an update, then this entire thing would basically flood out, which is not good, but this actually seems like a very stable design, and it works pretty high up as well. This should give us about, 50 or so blocks of elevator. That is kind of lovely. I am super happy with this. It is now midnight, but I did something. Yay, I feel accomplished. All right, it is now the moment of truth. Does this thing actually work on a server? Let's try it out. Step into the elevator, switches over to a soul sand. We go very fast upwards, switches back over to a magma block. We can then just go down kind of slowly, but it's fine, it works. As soon as we step out of there, it'll switch back over to the soul sand for a little while, and then switch right back to a magma block. It is fantastic. So now we have easy transportation in between our floors of our base, and I don't need to take an incredible amount of damage every time I want to go downstairs like that. I've done that way too many times. And I also don't need to walk up 50,000 flights of stairs to get back up to the second floor, because it's actually it's a fair few blocks above us. So this is fantastic, really a quality of life thing. And the second elevator is nearly installed if I would use the correct pickaxe. So all we gotta do is mine down all of this. And I guess mining underwater even. Oh, we don't have our Aquafinity helmet on. Never mind, that makes sense why we're not instant mining. And that should be our second one done, cool. So those only take about actually 5 minutes to install, but it took me about an hour and a half to actually like figure this out. So I guess, yeah, Minecraft, no matter what, just absorbs all of my time. So unfortunately, we are out of time for this episode, both in video length and also in actual daytime. Like it is past midnight now. It is nearly 1 in the morning. But we did get a fair few little projects done in this episode. I'm pretty happy with our progress. We didn't get as much done as I would like to, but that's pretty much never the case. I never get everything done that I want to. I set too high of expectations, and Minecraft just takes like all of the time. Literally, just Minecraft takes forever. And also this video needs to go out tomorrow in the morning in like less than 12 hours. I'm not ahead on videos. Again, things are taking too long. I am not prioritizing my time correctly. But yeah, in the next episode, we will likely be decorating up this storage room. If we don't decorate it in the next episode, please yell at me in the comment section because we need to do this already. But we might also be building up some crop farms in that episode. Would have liked to do that today, but again, time is an issue, so we'll be building that up in this part of the base over here where we have the rest of our one singular farm. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help the channel a lot. And maybe let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section as well. Love reading your guys' comments. Comments are amazing. And if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. That way you don't miss the next video that I upload. I'll see you guys down in the comment section and in the next video. And then there was silence.